I'm 77 years old. And if I could tell you one thing, it's this. I lost my best years worrying about something you're probably worrying about right now. It's a thief, a silent one that steals your joy, your peace, and your time. I want to tell you my story, a deep life reflection, so maybe, just maybe, you won't make the same mistake. This isn't just old man wisdom. It's an emotional life advice from someone who's walked the path. I hope you listen before it's too late. Looking back, my life regrets are not about the mountains I didn't climb or the oceans I didn't sail. My biggest regret in old age is the sheer amount of time I spent worrying, wasting years worrying. It sounds simple, doesn't it? But it's a profound poison. I worried about my career, about what people thought of me, about money, about my health, about my kids. I was a master of overthinking life. Each decision was a maze of what-ifs. What if I fail? What if they laugh? What if I choose wrong? This constant state of anxiety and regret, even for things that hadn't happened, became my normal. It was a heavy cloak I wore every single day. I thought I was being responsible, being prepared, but I was just being scared. I remember when I was in my 30s. It's a vibrant, powerful time. But for me, it was filled with a low hum of anxiety. The life advice for 30s that I needed to hear was simple: just live. But I was too busy planning, stressing, and trying to control every outcome. I'd lie awake at night, my mind racing, constructing elaborate scenarios of failure. I missed out on spontaneous road trips because I was worried about the cost. I didn't speak up in meetings because I feared judgment. Each time, I told myself I was being prudent. The truth is, I was just letting fear dictate my choices. Those moments, those opportunities for joy and connection, they're gone. They don't come back. I see young people today, and I see the same look in their eyes. The constant pressure, the digital comparisons, the endless chase for something more. It breaks my heart. Then came my 40s. This should have been a decade of confidence, of reaping what I'd sown. The life advice for 40s I'd give now is to embrace your own skin and trust your journey. But I was still worrying. I worried about getting older, about losing my relevance at work, about whether my kids would turn out okay. My focus was always on the future, on preventing potential disasters, instead of being present in the beautiful, messy reality of my life. I remember a family vacation, a perfect sunny day at the beach. My kids were laughing, building, but I was miles away in my head, worrying about a work project due the next week. My wife put her hand on my arm and said, "You're here, but you're not with us." That was a wake-up call. But the habit of worry was so deeply ingrained, it was hard to shake. I was physically present, but mentally absent for so much of my own life. These are the senior life lessons you don't learn in a book. You learn them by living, and sometimes by living wrong. Life lessons after 70 hit you with a different kind of clarity. The fog of future anxieties lifts, and you're left with the stark reality of the past. You see the true meaning of life, and it's shockingly simple. It's not in the promotions, the bank balance, or the perfectly curated image. It's in the laughter of your loved ones. It's in watching a sunset without checking your phone. It's in the genuine connections you build. It's in the moments you allow yourself to be truly, unapologetically present. I spent decades chasing security and approval, and in the process, I sacrificed presence and peace. The irony is that most of the things I worried about never happened. The catastrophic failures, the public humiliations, the devastating losses I played out in my mind. They were just ghosts, phantoms I created. My worry didn't prevent a single bad thing from happening. All it did was prevent me from enjoying the good things that were happening right in front of me. This is the core of my motivational life story, if you can call it that. It's a warning. Your mental energy is a finite resource. Don't spend it on battles that exist only in your head. So, what did I worry about so much? The answer is heartbreakingly simple. I worried about what other people thought of me. That was the root of it all. The fear of being judged, of not measuring up, of being seen as a failure. This fear dictated my career choices, the clothes I wore, the opinions I shared, and even the dreams I dared to have. I wanted everyone to like me, to approve of me. I lived my life for an imaginary audience, and in doing so, I lost touch with the only person whose opinion truly mattered, my own. It took me until my late 60s to finally start letting go of that. To realize that most people are too busy worrying about their own lives to spend much time judging yours. And even if they do, so what? Their opinion is just that, an opinion. It has no real power over you unless you give it power. That's the real trap of overthinking life. It convinces you that your worth is external, that it's something you have to earn from others. But it's not. Your worth is inherent. You are worthy of love, peace, and happiness simply because you exist. It took me a lifetime to understand that. I see my grandchildren now, so full of life and unburdened by this fear. They sing off-key, they dance with abandon. They aren't afraid to be silly. They remind me of a part of myself I suppressed for decades. This is my life advice from the elderly, a message from my 77-year-old heart to yours. Please, stop wasting years worrying. I know it's not a switch you can just flip. Anxiety is real, and for many, it's a clinical condition. If you're struggling deeply, please seek professional help. There's no shame in it, it's a sign of strength. But, for the everyday worries that gnaw at us, we have a choice. We can choose to challenge those anxious thoughts. We can choose to focus on the present moment. We can choose to practice gratitude for what we have, instead of anxiety for what we don't. If you're in your 30s or 40s, you are in the prime of your life. Don't let it slip through your fingers like sand. Take the trip, start the business, learn the instrument, tell that person you love them. Make mistakes, get messy, live a life that will be a good story to tell, not a list of regrets. The true meaning of life is found in the living, not in the worrying about it. Don't wake up at 77 like I did, with the heart-wrenching realization that your best years were spent in a mental prison of your own making. Break free, start today, start right now. The time you have is precious. Don't give another second of it to the thief of worry. Live fully, love deeply, and be kind to yourself. That's the only life advice that truly matters. Thank you for listening to this old man's reflections. I hope it helps you find a little more peace and a lot more joy in your journey. If this story resonated with you, please share it with someone who might need to hear it. Don't forget to subscribe for more reflections on living a meaningful life. Thanks for being here.